Cardi B roasted Stefon Diggs from the moment his name showed up on her phone to the moment his name got scrubbed off her Instagram, and every second in between was documented on camera. That was only a few months after Cardi filed for divorce from Offset on the 31st of July, and only a few weeks after she welcomed her third child, a daughter she named Blossom. On June 1st, Cardi and Stefon Diggs made it Instagram official. That say, Diggs is the father, and we are hopeful that he will meaningfully contribute to the child's life and co-parent with our client, who has faced everything alone thus far, unquote. Cardi B, I am not playing. The paternity confirmation was not the only fire burning. On the 7th of April 2025, Stefon Diggs's ex-girlfriend, Melina Hernandez, filed a civil suit against him in Texas, alleging he physically abused her in June of 2024 and tried to stop her from reporting it. Stefon Diggs had already filed a separate lawsuit against Hernandez 2 months earlier, accusing her of extortion, and that case was still active as of October 2025. Then came the Ferrari headache. Nigel King, once considered part of Stefon Diggs's circle, sued him over accusations that Stefon Diggs falsely branded him a car thief and that a member of Stefon Diggs's inner circle assaulted King. Stefon Diggs argued that other defendants had never been properly served and that the case couldn't move forward cleanly. As of July 2026, that lawsuit is still open. Then came the strangest one on the docket. A marketing executive and influencer named Christopher Griffith sued Stefon Diggs for defamation, claiming that Stefon Diggs drugged and sexually assaulted him in 2023 and even participated in a plot to have him killed. Stefon Diggs countersued Griffith for defamation over what he called fabricated allegations. In July of 2026, a separate $10 million settlement came down in a lawsuit between Griffith and Stefon Diggs's brother Trayvon Diggs, connected to claims that someone had stolen property worth over $100,000. As of July 2026, the case between Christopher Griffith and Stefon Diggs is still pending. By the time Cardi B gave birth in November of 2025, the biggest bomb had not yet detonated. On the 2nd of December 2025, an incident took place inside Stefon Diggs's home in Dedham, Massachusetts, involving his live-in personal chef, a woman named Melina Adams. What allegedly happened that day would eventually anchor a felony assault case. Adams returned to Stefon Diggs's home on the 9th of December to collect her belongings and later claimed she was told she needed to sign a non-disclosure agreement in order to receive her overdue wages. A police report was filed on the 16th. Charges came down on the 22nd, a pink Chanel cameo on the field at a Patriots game. Cardi B carrying all of it while headlining her own tour. Stefon Diggs carrying all of it while preparing for the biggest game of his career. In February of 2026, the New England Patriots reached Super Bowl 60. On Super Bowl Media Day, February 2nd, reporters asked Stefon Diggs whether he was planning to propose to Cardi B, and he told them, quote, "It's on the agenda, maybe, right, but I have to get mine first," unquote. 5 days later, Cardi B walked into the Fanatics Super Bowl party. ESPN caught her on the way out and asked her for an inspiring message to send Stefon Diggs before the game. Her answer was 2 words. Good luck. And then Cardi B kept walking. Quick pause. If your soul just left your body watching Cardi B hit Stefon Diggs with a 2-word, good luck, and stroll off camera, tap subscribe right now. I'm begging. My mother has already called my aunt to discuss backup career plans for me. This is the only place that clocked the 2-word Super Bowl moment that quietly ended the relationship before Entertainment Tonight had a chance to write the headline. You need to be here. The Super Bowl itself gave Stefon Diggs a quiet stat line, 3 catches for 37 yards, while Cardi B lit up Bad Bunny's halftime set. 3 catches. 37 yards. On the biggest stage in American sports. And while Stefon Diggs was posting the smallest numbers of his season, Cardi B was performing next to one of the biggest artists on the planet in front of an audience of over 100 million people. The optics were brutal. The optics were undeniable. The optics were exactly the kind of thing that used to fuel a whole month of Instagram commentary before Cardi B and Stefon Diggs even walked off the field. Fans clocked her leaving the stadium early, catching her posting a video from inside her car during the game. By February 9, both Cardi B and Stefon Diggs had removed each other on Instagram. On February 10, Entertainment Tonight confirmed that the couple had split, quote, recently, unquote. A source told ET, quote, it's possible they get back together, this could just be for right now, she is focused on her upcoming tour and family while figuring out their next steps, unquote. Stefon Diggs pleaded not guilty to the felony strangulation and assault charges at his arraignment on February 13. 3 days after that, Cardi B stood on a Los Angeles stage during her Little Miss Drama tour and confirmed the breakup in the middle of defending Stefon Diggs from a diss aimed at him by BIA. To understand what happened on that stage, you have to understand where the BIA storm actually started. Bianca Landrau, who performs as BIA, kicked things off with Cardi B back in 2024 when fans caught similarities between BIA's Really Hurt EP and Cardi B's song, Enough, Miami. BIA dropped a diss called Sue Me. Cardi B fired back with Pretty and Petty. The beef sat on a slow boil for months. BIA waited for a moment with maximum blast radius. On the 12th of February 2026, while Stefon Diggs was suiting up for the Super Bowl, BIA posted on X, quote, can you name someone with more BMs than receiving yards? I can, and I know that you know who I mean, unquote. In one post, she mocked Stefon Diggs's Super Bowl output and his growing list of baby mothers. Cardi B took the stage in Los Angeles on the 16th of February and addressed it head-on. She told the room, quote, let me tell you something, just because I am not with my baby daddy anymore does not mean you get to talk about my baby daddy, this ain't it for you, unquote. The relationship was already publicly done. And still, Cardi B refused to let BIA disrespect Stefon Diggs. That moment revealed exactly where Cardi B stood, because even after the split, she was publicly protecting the same man who was about to walk into a felony trial. The loyalty did not disappear when the relationship did. Do not comment on this. Sit on your hands. Let your group chat figure out on their own why Cardi B protected Stefon Diggs from BIA after she had already broken up with him. Be the last one to know. I dare you. Actually, drop a comment, because my algorithm is doing chest compressions and I am one flop away from deleting this account and moving to a farm. Meanwhile, Stefon Diggs's defense team was in courtroom preparation mode. April 1 of 2026 brought a pre-trial hearing. Jury selection kicked off on May 4. The trial itself moved at speed. On the 5th of May 2026, the jury deliberated for roughly 90 minutes before returning a verdict of not guilty on every charge. Stefon Diggs never took the witness stand. His attorney Mitch Schuster delivered a statement on the courthouse steps, quote, we have taken these allegations seriously from day one, and that is exactly why we were eager for the facts to come out through the legal process. Fame and financial success should not strip someone of their presumption of innocence, but too often that is exactly what happens. Professional athletes have a target on their back. When someone sees a uniform and a contract, they see leverage, they see a settlement. The evidence has shown what we have maintained from day one. Mr. Diggs was wrongly accused and this case represents exactly the kind of opportunistic targeting that players can face the moment they step off the field, unquote. Football does not wait for a courtroom, and a courtroom does not wait for football. The verdict landed in May, but back on the 4th of March 2026, news had already broken that the New England Patriots were planning to release Stefon Diggs, and the official cut came on the 11th of March. $16.8 million in cap space, that is what the Patriots freed up by cutting Stefon Diggs loose, which mattered because a 3-year, $63.5 million contract was still tied to him. Stefon Diggs posted a short message to social media, quote, thank you for a hell of a year, until we meet again, unquote. And then came the timing that felt scripted. On the exact same day the Patriots informed Stefon Diggs of his release, his mother Stephanie Diggs walked into a Cardi B concert on the Little Miss Drama tour in Houston. Mama Diggs showed up to sing along with Cardi B on the same afternoon her son lost his job. Read that sentence again. His mother chose the ex-girlfriend's concert over the paperwork ending his year in New England. The breakup went public in February. By April, the story had already flipped. On the 10th of April 2026, Cardi B and Stefon Diggs were spotted together in Washington, D.C., which lit the reconciliation flare. On May 9th, they were seen together again at a Mother's Day event, this time with visible affection on display. By May 12th, reports were rolling in that Cardi B had given Stefon Diggs another shot. Stefon Diggs did not seem to be riding the reconciliation wave with the same enthusiasm. In June of 2026, when the "back together" chatter went viral, Yahoo Sports reported that Stefon Diggs referred to Cardi B as, quote, "my child's mother," unquote, which read less like romance and more like a boundary. As of right now, in July of 2026, their exact relationship status is still officially unconfirmed. What we know for sure is that Stefon Diggs is a free agent, and according to Yahoo Sports, 5 unnamed teams have already checked in on him. He is still facing multiple active civil lawsuits. The Ferrari suit with Nigel King and the defamation case with Christopher Griffith are both live. The Aileene Lehrer paternity matter was dismissed in January of 2026 after Lehrer herself filed to dismiss, with her attorney stating the matter had been resolved. Cardi B is still on tour and still raising 4 children. And none of that has slowed down the internet's obsession with every camera flash between them. This is what happens when a celebrity relationship gets built in real time in front of a live audience. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs never had a private romance. Their entire story was assembled from Instagram Lives, X Spaces sessions, TMZ shots, courthouse walk-ups, and Super Bowl press conferences. We watched Cardi B and Stefon Diggs go from denying the rumor to going Instagram official, from having a baby to breaking up, from defending each other in rap beefs to walking into a felony trial. The line between their actual lives and the internet's entertainment feed disappeared the second they became a headline. And the wildest part is that this story is still not finished. As of tonight, there is no clean ending. There is only a not guilty verdict, a released wide receiver, a rapper on tour, a mother-in-law who still shows up at concerts, and 2 people who share a son and, apparently, still share something else that neither of them has agreed to name. The timeline keeps moving. And if the last 2 years have taught us anything, we will all be here for the next chapter. If you are sitting there stressed out because we still cannot confirm whether Cardi B and Stefon Diggs are back together, tap subscribe. Cardi B can feel it when y'all do not subscribe. She knows. She is refreshing her phone right now waiting on this update. This is the only page that will break down the Ferrari lawsuit, the Christopher Griffith defamation case, and Stefon Diggs' next NFL contract before anyone else touches the story. Miss one upload and you miss the whole saga. Do not let that be you.